Hi guys, welcome back to Irish Footy Vlogs. Now, you might know by the thumbnail or the title, have an idea what the video is about. Irish Footy Vlogs, 4 years in, roughly, my thoughts. And it's a video I've been thinking about doing for a while, to be honest with you. But now that's the end of the season, it's the right time to do it. And just my general thoughts I thought I'd share from the start to where things are now in terms of the channel, etc. And I've written down no notes or anything like that, so this is just going to come out. And sorry if some of it might come across as waffle or whatever, but yeah, obviously I started Irish Footy Vlogs 4 years ago. Pretty much started it, not pretty much, I did. I started it on my own with the intention of trying to promote the game in Ireland, in the League of Ireland specifically. I didn't think there was enough promotion out there for the game, for our league. There were one or two YouTube channels doing bits and pieces on that, but in terms of, I started off, my first intention at the beginning was to do matchday vlogs and go around different grounds as much as I could in the League of Ireland and capture matchday vlogs. That was my intention at the beginning, to show what the League of Ireland, what games, to document almost, without having to say too much, just showing what people could be missing that don't go, that either lost interest in the League of Ireland, had no interest at all, but had interest in football, and the product it can give, you know, the atmosphere, you know, kids going, enjoying games, the fun people have at the games, the football, etc., etc., etc. And that was my intention, to try and promote, to try and influence people to try and go to games, etc. That has never changed 4 years later. It is still the case and continues to be the case and is as strong as ever, if I'm honest with you. But what has happened, I suppose, in those 4 years, do I feel like that's been achieved? And it's something I don't talk about regularly, certainly not publicly. I don't talk about it regularly. And a lot of people have opened up my eyes at times, because I'm quite modest, to be honest with you. But I know some people have said, I don't understand. I don't think, Keith, you understand what you've built here a lot of the time. And I've had bits and pieces of people saying things like that to me and stuff like that. And I've looked at it and I haven't really thought about it. I've just been kind of, you know, straightforward, focused on doing the videos, promoting the game, etc. And over time, then a few more guys, obviously, as you know, are helping the channel, and they're fantastic, and they're real proper passionate about League of Ireland. They support different clubs, be it Cork, Bray, you know, Finn Harps, for example, Derry, really Waterford, really passionate people. Big difference of clubs there around the country as well. And I started to do different things then. Matchday Vlogs then went to a Premier Division show. I went to a First Division show, so covering Premier First Division, news videos, interviews with players and stuff, interviews with people at clubs, and all sorts of videos. I think there's something there for everybody, for young and older, to be honest with you, as well. And then COVID came, and you know, you're thinking to yourself, everyone, look, I'm not going to get into too much of COVID because we know what it was about, but I'll talk about in relation to the League of Ireland. And people couldn't go to games, basically. But I kept doing the videos. Reporting on games, reviewing games. Still the review shows, preview shows were still there. Consistent. For 4 years, I've done at least 6 videos a week, apart from when I was on holiday and I took a short break for, a week and a half at one point. But there were still videos uploaded because the lads were brilliant and they uploaded videos. And that kept on going. And I think during COVID, it did help a lot of people. People have told me that, you know, keeping up to date with the league through the videos, through the channel, through COVID really helped them in different ways, and different people in different scenarios, situations, etc. And I still, you know, I brushed it off. I brushed all that kind of stuff as well. But it was strange because during COVID, obviously no one could go to matches. I would have been a year or two in at this point. And then when I started going back to matches after COVID, suddenly then people started to recognize me, because it was very suddenly, because it wasn't a gradual thing, because we went, I don't know, a year-ish or something without being able to go to football matches. So, but I was still doing the videos. So suddenly I started going to matches, kids, people, adults started to recognize me, and that was very strange actually. And again, I kind of brushed it off in a way because I'm quite shy when it comes to things like that, to be honest with you. Kids getting pictures and that, and I'm very shy with things like that, to be honest with you. Now, I wouldn't say no or anything like that, but yeah, look, it just all of a sudden, like, you know what I mean? And more as time goes on, more people recognize the games, and people at the games are fantastic, by the way. Very complimentary, very good. And it is great to see kids, so many kids going and enjoying the matches, etc. And obviously, we have now at this point now after COVID, we have a bit of an upsurge in the league, and we need to keep that momentum going. Crowds are big at games; it's fantastic. We need to keep the momentum going, and various different reasons for that. I think coming out of COVID is a massive reason for that as well, and I do think my videos have helped in that regard as well, I have to say, because people have told me basically, they've told me that it's influenced people that maybe didn't go to games. It's influenced people that are reconnecting to go to games again and maintain an interest. And some people have more interest in the league as a whole rather than their own clubs. And people have told me this. I've had people come up to me and saying, for example, I remember there was Bowes fans in Sandyford Park, and they said, Bowes people, they weren't Bowes people actually, that's the point. Two of them, young Billy was with me as well, and they said that they've started going to Bowes games because of the vlogs, which is just fantastic. I've had other people from other clubs say the same thing, that now they've bought Pat's jerseys, etc., Pat's merchandise, because they started watching the vlogs, etc., and then they're going to see St. Pat's play, which is fantastic. And this is a lot of teams as well. This isn't just those clubs, but these are just examples. Like, I'm not going to name every example that I'm pulling out. And I do think clubs have benefited from that as well. I think it's helped clubs big time get people in the gate as well. They mightn't think it, but it has. People go through the gates to buy merchandise, to get a passion for it. And that was my intention, get people in the gates. If you get people in the gates, I think they get hooked. And that's what's happened a lot of the time. And I do think we definitely have contributed to some degree there, because I've been told by people face to face. And yeah, that warms my heart a little bit, I have to say, because that was the intention of the channel, and that's why I keep doing it. And look, you have difficult moments as well and stuff like that, and there's a couple of things I still wouldn't be happy with, to be honest with you, as well. But that was the intention of the channel, and it's consistent for 4 years now, and it continues to be consistent. And yeah, it's brilliant. It really is brilliant. And the League of Ireland family generally are very good, and we should be embracing new fans, people that maybe haven't gone, and reconnecting, etc., etc. We should be embracing that, and clubs are benefiting as well. They're getting big crowds of games, bigger crowds of games, obviously getting more finances in at the club. That means they're getting more merchandise sales, etc., all that spin off as well. And this channel has definitely helped, and it's something I wouldn't really mention. As I said, I'm very modest, but people have opened my eyes a little bit, and sometimes you do have to give yourself a little bit of credit, a little bit of a pat in the back, because it's something I've built, I suppose, from the bottom, starting on my own. Hadn't a clue how to do anything, wasn't used to being on camera at all. Editing, all that kind of stuff, thumbnails, whatever, like putting things together. I had no idea, and I just learned it all myself, and I probably have got a bit better at it as I've gone along, to be honest. I had no idea, and I did build it from the ground up, and there's something there, obviously. And look, you'll get criticisms, and that's fine. People will criticize and stuff like that as well, but to be fair, in terms of vlogging the matches and that, you can get vloggers that will go to these matches and they'll highlight if there was a scuffle or something on a match, or a bit of violence on a match, let's say, or something, they really highlight it and really hone in on it. Something I don't do, to be honest. I could get 5,000, 10,000 views if I did that, but extra or whatever, but I don't do that. I feel like I've always been complimentary to the clubs and highlighted the positives. Sometimes you have to mention negatives as well. You do, it's part of anything, but for the main, that's been the way it has been with me and with the channel and that. And I know players watch as well, to be fair. That's one thing I noticed weirdly when I came back after COVID as well. Suddenly players started saying hello, Keaton. You'd have no idea they'd know who you are. And they respect obviously your views. They might agree with everything obviously and that, but they respect for your views. Managers as well. And as I said, fans, brilliant as well, fantastic, that kind of way. And and it's a platform. It is a platform. I don't know what else to say really regarding it, but we'll keep doing this. We'll keep trying to do our best. There is a few things I wouldn't be happy with as well, as I said before, but we do our best. We do our best, and I do believe it helps clubs, and it's only good for clubs. It's good coverage for clubs. It's free advertisement in many ways for clubs, and almost like a free marketing tool for clubs as well. And a lot of clubs, obviously I go more to the Dublin clubs, to be honest with you, and Drogheda and Dundalk and that kind of thing. But I get other clubs into it as well, like your Derrys and your Finn Harps. They play these clubs, so they get reviews and previewed, and you know what I mean, and all that kind of thing as well. And they do be cotton vlogs because they do be down at these stadiums as well. Obviously, I'd like to get to more of these as well, but it can be difficult with family and stuff like that as well, young family. So I do plan to get a Cork actually very early next year as well. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'm probably going a bit of a tangent now, lads. I'm not sure if there's anything else I can say. I think I've said all that I've wanted to say so far, but I do want to thank people for their support, because most people out there have been brilliant. And as I say, when I go to the games, it's compliments, to be honest with you. And sometimes I don't know what to say to people. So I'm not being rude, but when I'm getting a compliment, I don't know how to react sometimes, if I'm honest with you. But, it just is. Sometimes it is actually overwhelming when I think about it. But that's the thing. I don't normally think about these things, but recently I have. And it's 4 years in, and we're still going, and we'll continue to go. And in spite of some things, we will. But that's all I have to say, guys. Thanks for watching again. And as a general sense, not this video, appreciate the support. I really do. And it's brilliant seeing young fans going to games and enjoying themselves, because they're the future of this league, very much so. And we have to embrace all that. And I think everyone has to be on the same page. That's one thing I will say as well. Everyone has to be singing on the same hymn sheet. And we're all here for one reason, to try and improve things in the League of Ireland. And that's about it, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. The usual stuff. Hit your bell notification button so you're aware of our uploads. And enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.